That's a very good question. The answer is I don't know.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Metal Remains Backstage. Today we're in New York City with, let me see if I remember, Jack, Adrienne, Peter, and Dylan.
That's me.
From Spires.
Nicely done.
Yeah. How are you guys today?
Very good. How are you?
I'm very happy because we have this opportunity to meet. Finally, I have interviewed you a couple of times before. Yes. One was on Zoom, the other one was in backend.
Had this great background, right?
Yeah. But meeting the entire band is just amazing.
Super cool to be here.
All right.
Thanks for having us.
Awesome. Thanks. Spires is opening for Epica today, and this is one unique opportunity to see two prime bands sharing the stage. I'm very excited for the show tonight. How this magical alignment of bands happening?
Well, these things tend to just sort of happen over the course of a lot of working together with people that are friends of ours and that sort of thing. So it just sort of came together nicely and short notice. So.
All right, awesome. Your latest album, A Fortress Called Home, is almost 1 year old, if I am not mistaken.
Can't believe it.
Yeah. And you had the opportunity to bring the live experience to Japan.
Yes.
How was the interaction with the Japanese audiences?
It was an incredible experience. We absolutely love Japan. We've been there. I've been there a couple of times, and we have been dying to go there finally. And it was actually the first full tour that we took A Fortress Called Home out on. And we also got to play The Road, which was the Japanese special song from Emerald Seas. We finally remastered it and performed it live for the first time in Japan. And that was a really special experience. And of course, the fans were incredible.
It was really nice because we got to see a ton of different stuff than we usually would. That was one of the most interesting tours from a tourism standpoint that we've ever been on. So that was great. And it was pretty amazing to see so many people in the Japanese audience who had been waiting so long to see us. So that was very special, and to get to play a bunch of new songs in Japan as well was really cool. So.
At the Tokyo show, there was, not only at the Tokyo show, but at a few of the shows, I was able to speak with some people, and we stood there with our phones and Google Translate and everything, trying to properly communicate things. But somebody told me an incredible story about how he was going through a super dark time, and he listened to This God Is Dead, and that was the reason that he chose to see another day. And I mean, for all of the back pain and everything that goes flying across the world, man, that was a beautiful experience and a good reminder of why we do what we do.
Yeah.
Beyond the joy of making art. So I'm always super happy and thankful when people share these stories, and also a bit sorry for the pain.
Great.
Yeah.
Thanks. The band is also going on an European tour later this year, including shows in some major European festivals. Can you tell us more about it?
Yeah, we'll be in Europe in the fall with Ad Infinitum, our wonderful friends who we met when we were doing a couple of shows filling in for Hammerfall on the last Camelot tour. And they're just super nice people and really great musicians. And the other band that will be out with us, Phantom Elite, we also hear are great musicians and great people. So if nothing else, it's going to be a super fun time for us. And we're excited to finally bring also the new album to Europe as well. And we'll be doing Wacken Open Air this year, and Leyendas del Rock in Spain, and
be ready to get sweaty on Leyendas del Rock.
Yeah.
I was there in 2023. Man, you need to be drinking water all the time. It's hot as fucking hell.
We're also headed to Rock and Rothheim next or later this week.
We're actually flying tomorrow.
We're flying tomorrow.
Wow.
So that begins our European festival run for the year.
Nice.
Yeah, it'll be a really, really exciting year in Europe.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
May I ask, how is the newest member, Dylan, adapting to the job?
It was definitely a huge learning curve, that's for sure. Jovis came up with such intense drum parts that it's always like anytime that you're learning any of the older material throughout Spires' catalog, it really kind of it's so every single part is so well organized to each song that it helps fulfill the emotional component of Spires' entire discography, and to try and get into that headspace, not only from a playing standpoint, but also from knowing what the storyline is, and then how everything kind of builds up into each section, and where it all kind of time aligns. It's a big challenge to try and take all of that and try and keep that spirit alive throughout the live performances of the band. So it was a challenge, but I'm always up for a challenge, and and it's made me a better player jamming with everybody. So it's been an absolute blast, and so really looking forward to the shows this year and many more in the future.
All right, and this one is for Adrienne. You have a very busy work schedule and spend a lot of time traveling pretty much everywhere. And this is just a silly question. On average, how many flights do you take in a year?
That's a very good question. The answer is I don't know. Last year, I made Premier 1K on United, which is the highest status for frequent flyers besides global entry, which you have to be invited to. At the end of, from April 17 until May 12th, I think I will have done 7 international, either overseas or like Chicago to Sao Paulo type of flights. It's a lot. I couldn't tell you how many. It's a lot.
Yeah, you should probably get a lot of free flights at the end of
I have quite a lot of miles. I try to save them for emergencies, in case I have to see family, or if I maybe one day have time to take a vacation.
Yeah.
I would love to. It's also good for upgrading for super long flights. I got an upgrade on the way here. It was a 9-hour flight. I played 2 sets at Bangers Open Air 2 days ago. Flew overnight, and so that's what the miles are for.
Yeah.
Getting to the fun stuff more comfortably.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. The band has recently released a video for the song Love Souvenir. That is a very diverse and intense song, as well as the video. And can you tell us what is the song about?
I would say, in a nutshell, the song is about learning that in order to be loved, you must be extraordinary, and the fallout and the result of that you must live with. And as far as the video, I think we wanted to take a pretty arty approach to the song, and I presented the lyrics and the emotions behind the song to our video director, and he found a sick location. I told him I wanted to wear this like red kimono thing, and I've been wearing my hair in a certain way for most of the album cycle. But besides that, it was shot in a desecrated church in Montreal. And by the time the sun was down, it was below freezing. So during the scenes where I'm like crawling on the floor, on this frozen floor, it was pretty cold. But it was a lot of fun, and it was very cathartic.
Yeah, that seems to be like a thing that when a band film a cool video, it's always either cold or it's raining or it's overnight and they don't sleep or there's no food, or I don't know, there's some sort of sacrifices that have to be done to film videos.
I think our video team was like, next video shoot, let's go to Florida in the spring, something nice, beach videos, I don't know, just not this cold stuff. But they're Canadian, so I don't know, maybe they like it. Thoughts?
I don't mind the cold.
I would like to wrap up this chat by asking if you can share with us one of your favorite backstage moments, maybe Japan edition.
Oh, Japan edition is tough because my favorite backstage moments from the entire Japan tour were all of the food choices that we got to have. Japanese food is some of my favorite cuisine. Just every day was something new and delicious, and really helped boost the morale into this run of shows, especially because we were doing like a full tourist schedule during the day and then also playing the shows at night. It was good to get like some serious protein and calories from all those long walks.
I also really enjoyed the food. There was some great shopping during the days as well. I like clothes. What can I say? But I think this was the tour that we started wearing the body paint from Love Souvenir. almost every show. So it was cool to learn how to build that into a ritual before we go on stage, kind of fully transform into the shadow self. Yeah, and it's always good to do silly stuff with the friends. So, yeah.
Favorite backstage moment in general would probably be our tour prank on Dragon Force. But if it was to be Japan only, there's this band who we did 2 shows with in Japan, and they're called Japanese Folk Metal. That's the name of the band. And they were a really cool band. Like we walked in the venue and they were sitting like around the table practicing their dance moves or something, and we walked in and they're all like, yay! And it was just really cute and nice, and then they went on stage and killed it both nights. So it's super good energy, and we spent a lot of time talking together. So check out Japanese Folk Metal. They're a great band. We really hope to see more of them in other places in the future. But that was really special to discover them. So
Nice.
I think it was just really cool just to be on tour with just a bunch of really killer bands, and the audience was great every night. It was also super special on that run because I got to take my fiance with me on the road. So it was fun to actually see us. Like it was the first time seeing the show with me involved, and so that was super special. And also my sister came out to a couple of shows, which made it even more special, especially in Tokyo and Yokohama. So I'd say the overall experience with that included, I think, made it super special as well.
All right, if you like this interview, please like it, share it with your friends, support Seven Spires by buying and streaming their music, go see them live when they come to a show near you, and remember, never bend, never bow, and stay metal!
Yeah.
I took that one from your song.
yeah.